What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back again for another episode review of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Okay, this is season 5, episode 8, Sex Lies and Videotape, baby. All right, we get into it. We pick up where we left off last week. Okay, last week was when the whole thing going down about Safari and Ray J bringing up. This is all Ray J fault. Okay, this is all Ray J fault. You know, Lyrica coming from back there. What did you say, huh? What did you say? We did what, huh? What did you say? What did you say? And here go Brooke. Calm down, calm down. You pregnant, you pregnant. I said, bitch, if you wanted her to calm the fuck down and you ain't want her to get all excited, why the fuck you bring her ass back up in the melee and all this shit? Okay, I said, Brooke, you are a messy ass bitch, okay? Sometimes I like it and sometimes I be looking at you sideways like, girl, get the fuck. But anyway, it's for entertainment. And so Safari was kind of like jumping around the topic. Everybody looking at him, and then Ray keep on inserting his voice into the whole thing, and they was like, "Is the baby gonna be his, or is the baby gonna be A1's and all this stuff?" And at this point, Lyrica like, "Fuck this shit." A1 jumping on the table, Lyrica like this. I said, "Girl, stay in character, okay? Stay in character. You supposed to be like, no, baby, no." You know what I'm saying? Or you should have been like, "Yeah, get that nigga," not like this. No, okay, you had the wrong reaction, all right? Wrong reaction and sing. Do it again, Mona. Okay? But the whole time I'm just sitting here like, this is stupid. This is fake. Safari didn't fuck that girl. Mona told them to do this for a storyline. They thought it would be good and juicy, and it was probably, I don't know if A1 was in the midst of this in this conversation, but Safari and Ray J definitely were. Ray J was gonna be the messenger, Messy's queen pigeon of it, okay? Because that's exactly what he's looking like. And A1 even said he was mad at Ray J, and then Marcus like, "I don't think you need to be mad at him. This on Safari, since he was jumping around the subject, all he had to do was say yes or no." True enough, but Ray J brought that nigga there, okay? And Ray J was the one that wanted to get this all out. Everybody had moved on from this shit, but Ray J brought it right back up, okay? So hey, it is what it is. But he out there talking to Safari, talking about some, "Yeah, to see if the baby gonna look like you or the baby gonna look like A1." I'm like, bruh, you married and you still in some messy shit. Like, for what's his name? Well, his mama. But his mama to becoming that princess about his image, and you putting this stuff out there and it can be affecting his brand or whatever. Ray J is affecting his own brand by being messy on TV and about to fight somebody on TV and all this other stuff. So girl, contradictions all over the place. But anyway, moving on from that, we got Brooke coming out there talking to Lyrica like, "Are you sure that you didn't sleep with Safari?" Now, Brooke, you being messy too, okay? Because at this point in time, I would have just left that shit alone, and then if I wanted to know the answer, I would have came back a later time after the stuff then calmed the fuck down. But that's not my business. So if you did it or if you didn't, that's not my business, okay? Real friends would have known when to fucking come in and ask the questions and when to just shut the fuck up and let it go. Brooke don't understand that. And they're gonna say something. You want to get a lie detector test? Lyrica calls her out, "Bitch, you only want to know this stuff because you want to know it for yourself," which is true. And Lyrica called her out, and A1 was like, "I don't believe in no lie detectors," and she was trying to kiss him, and he was like, "Nah, baby, I'm too mad for that right now." "You ain't gotta be mad, cause you already know what it is." I said, "Girl, okay." Then we get this whole collage. I mean, a whole PowerPoint collage from word arts included, the fade in and the fade out from iMovie and all that shit about this whole video that came out with Teairra Marie, this scandal, okay? We get the gossip report. We get all this stuff. And that girl said with the video with the aftermath of him on her face. I said the aftermath on her face? That is a different way of putting cum shots on her face. You know what I'm saying? That is a different way of saying that. Okay, but it is what it is. So everybody's just looking, they seeing everybody like, "Oh shit, he really did this Teairra, look at TT, oh my god." This is everybody in the cast. And then we see Paris sitting down, she waiting on Nikki. She was like, "Yo girl, I'm trying to tell Nikki, I want to meet up with Nikki to tell her what happened about the fight or whatever." And then I'm just sitting here and I see this video. It was like, "Yeah, she really sucking the shit out that dick." I said, "What the fuck, Paris?" She go talk to Nikki. Nikki was like, "Girl, I don't know what the hell is going on." Now they said that Akbar is the one that it is so many different variant stories against this whole thing because and you know, Akbar's supposed to be 50 Cent's friend, and we know how 50 Cent got into this. I did see that shit on Power when he put the Love and Hip Hop scene up in there with Teairra or whatever. He's so fucking messy. But that's how he got into it with the legal situation. Now he want her to pay his legal bills. And then in the whole process, you know, they saying that Nika was like, if y'all gonna do some shit like that, because she had her own dealings with the sex tape arena, you know, delete the shit, make sure you in possession of all the stuff or whatever the fuck. But the whole thing don't make no sense at this point because there's a lot of stuff that's coming out. Now, at one point, we thought it was Akbar. Then we got Christopher Milan coming out saying basically it was Teairra Marie who did the shit because she was still fucking around with Akbar at one point, I think, after all this stuff, the legal stuff and everything. Then, you know, when Akbar was trying to defend himself, Akbar said, bitch, first of all, it was a female who did it. It was a woman who leaked the stuff. Now, given that he's living in the house with two women, Sade and Alejandra, and they was going back and forth, and kind of find out what people were saying was the reason why Alejandra was trying to go after Teairra Marie in that fight was because Teairra Marie was acting like she didn't know nothing about them and she been knew about them. And they was going, her and Alejandra was putting shit up on IG. People were showing it to me or whatever in their IG story when they was all in Miami together recently, minus Teairra, but Alejandra and Sade and Akbar, and they was just putting up posts or whatever and messages and all this stuff basically saying that Teairra Marie knew what the fuck was up and she ain't no victim up in this shit and she been knew about them and knew what was going on. And so when Akbar said that it was a female that put that shit out there, now I'm thinking like maybe it probably was one of them too. Or it could have been Teairra. I don't know who to believe at this point. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about it with all this shit that's coming out. So we get Trivia out there, who is one of the executive producers of the show, with Akbar looking at the card that Teairra busted the windows out. According to Akbar, this is the card that he gave her too. And so Alejandra out there like, did you take care of it? Did you think that she really did this and all that stuff? Teairra come out there like, hell yeah, bitch, I did it. And what? This motherfucker took my stuff and hacked into my account and put them pictures up. He's the only one that had the fucking passwords, and you know I texted him talking about something. I'm not gonna be a part of his harem, no part of his harem. But then next thing I know, you talking about something, your phone got stolen or whatever, and then the next morning I wake up at my girlfriend's house and these pictures and videos is up on my account or whatever. How did they get on your account? How did they get on the account? Because bitch, you have my password. Now any one of them could have figured that password out, obviously, and I think one of them, all of them are suspects, okay? Till this day, I don't know who the fuck to believe, but the suspect is either Akbar, Alejandra, or Sade. 9 out of 10, it's probably with Sade. I feel strongly that it was either Sade or Teairra who did that shit. Even though she said that, why would I want to put that shit out myself? You just can't put things past people because people put their own sex tapes out and thinking that it's going to make them blow up or whatever the fuck when they ain't got nothing else going on. Now, I don't know if that's the case with Teairra because it didn't do nothing for her, but hey, who fucking knows? Okay, at this point, when he said, do you still love me? Do you still love me? Do you still love me? Not anymore. That's okay because in my mind, you still my woman and we gonna get over this. I said, what type of pimp shit is this? Mona, this is disgusting, okay? And you think that we really here kikiing with this shit? We disgusted by this whole storyline about the way that this man is using these women, okay? We are in the age of the Me Too movement. We are in this age of trying to give women equality, women empowerment, and you put this bullshit on TV and we supposed to be cool with that shit? These women are allowing themselves to be disrespected. I mean, it's okay for them to allow themselves to do that, but that don't mean that everybody else want to see that bullshit. That's disgusting. So Moniece is out watching Candy, aka J Will, perform, you know, doing a little bit of rehearsal, and then they talking about the whole thing that happened with Teairra Marie, and she was like, that's fucked up, and it's a sad thing because her and Teairra are not as close as they used to be. And then on the flip side, J Will is talking about how he's going to be performing at Pride this year, and he was invited by Mr. Ray, but he's not really excited because he's invited by, you know, they want him to be Candy, okay? Mind you, he was performing as Candy when he got up there. I'm going to just say this, Candy girl, Jay, Candy, y'all need to find the right foundation because that foundation was not it, okay? It shouldn't be that much like that. Bitch, I'm not even into makeup, and I know that I thought the foundation supposed to be somewhat similar to your skin tone, but okay, we know that wasn't no Fenty Beauty, it wasn't no MAC, and it damn sure wasn't nothing else, L'Oreal either, okay? That was Dollar Store. Moving on from that, He just having a little apprehension because, he said Candy took off at a time where, he started being the character Candy when he couldn't say the things that he wanted to say. And so he had, like a little side persona that, speaks out and say the things that he wanted to, where his real self, Jay, is, more reserved and more quiet and calm and poetic or whatever. But his thing is, I guess he's trying to make the world see more so that not only does Candy got some bars, but accept him as Jay too, as a rapper as well. And then you got Monique telling him, well, why don't you just show up at Pride and be Jay or whatever? I'm sitting here like, is he getting paid to do this? Because if I'm paying you to come as Candy, you come as Candy, okay? I don't want you to come as Jay. Now, you should have told them in the stipulations and said that, I will be there as Jay, and that's who you're going to get, and then that's how they work it out from then there. But you don't switch up the game in the middle like that and think everything's going to be cool. But I get what he's trying to do. Like, I understand what it is with these alter egos, it gives you a little bit more confidence boost or whatever, but you have to understand that sometimes the alter ego can be to overtake the real person. And it's like, are you ready to go down that road where, your alter ego is going to be more popular and popping than you and don't nobody want to see you for you? Okay, are you ready to do that? You have to think about shit like that. Moving on from that, we got Lyrica and A1, they baby shit. And basically, A1 is pissed off at Safari and Ray J, for bringing the whole thing up and doing all that stuff. Whoop-de-woo, we know, okay? Moving on from that, we see Teairra Marie. She's talking about the whole thing with the sex tape and, waking up to more news that Akbar then put it out there in the media that she the one that put the tape out. She goes and meet up with motherfucking Lisa. I get my clients off the Shade Room, Ball Alert, and any other urban blog site, okay, celebrity news site. I get my clients off of them. Bloom, aka Gloria Allred's daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, what she's saying though, it's true about the revenge porn, and that was messed up. We're not trying to downplay that, but we just at this point don't know exactly who put it out there. Did Teairra really put it out there? Did Akbar put it out there? Did Sade do it? Did Alejandra do it? We don't know who did it. And either way, whoever did it, if it was not Teairra, it was messed up, and you deserve to be, taken to task for, okay, whether legally or not, and she's going through all her options about it, and going through the many different lies or whatever that Akbar has said about it. So at this point, like I said again, who do y'all believe put the tape out? I don't know. Lisa wanted Teairra to do a press conference so that, people can't twist the words up and all this stuff in different interviews, whatever. So we move on from that. We got Brooke and Marcus meeting up with Lucci, having a little day thing. And Brooke just can't wait to be messy, okay? Brooke has nothing else to do. She done got her ring. She done got her engagement. She done got her man. So at this point in the show, she ain't got nothing else to do but to be messy. And all she want to do is relay the information to Lucci, what happened about Teairra. Lucci said, B, first of all, I'm on the internet and I'm looking at the video. At first you said that it wasn't you. Then you come out and say that, some other stuff happened and you still love him or whatever and all this stuff. And it's like, what? You just don't know. That's exactly, this shit is so confusing. You don't know who to believe. Then because the way Brooke brought that stuff up, let's get on Teairra. I said, girl, calm down. First they were talking about Lyrica and A1 and the whole Safari and, Ray J thing, and Lucci want to get the boys together, Marcus, Lucci, and Ray J and Safari together, whatever, so that they can squash this stuff. And they was giving them pet name, the baby, what is their name? Saphirica, what is A1? Saphirica Bentley. I said, if y'all don't get the heck up out of here, that was a mess. But then, they started talking about that, and the whole time, Marcus is telling Brooke, stay out of it. We don't need to be in this. Stay out of it. She was like, fucking bitch, we already in this shit. I said, girl, you just messy as hell. That's all that it is. But okay. Then we get another mess. Okay. With all this stuff that's going on up in Hollywood, I need to come down here and talk to my boy A1. I said, I'm not A1, but Rock Star. I said Rock fucking Star. Look, Hollywood is so dirty out here. Hollywood is so dirty. They so dirty that you even got Teairra Marie on the ground doing all this stuff, sucking niggas off, put the thing on like this, and I'm trying to figure out how I get to her. I said, a nigga that talk about wanting pussy and getting pussy so much never had it in their life. And that's what it seems like with Rockstar, in my opinion. You don't really get it, and it seems like he probably paid for it. Like, you didn't get that shit growing up, okay? You was the one that was always picked last, and now you got a little bit of change in your pocket, and now you can pay to have bitches around you. That's what it seemed like. And so at this point, they talking about the whole thing, and it was just crazy. Then they started saying about Ray J. Ray J is spreading this stuff too, okay? Why everybody got to keep on talking about this and then putting the business out there about Lyrica and A1 and Rockstar putting it out there? Well, Lyrica showed up with this little bondage wear on, titties all out and everything, leather lace and all this stuff, texting me back and forth, and here go Ray J. Ray J is such an ignorant, dramatic, messy fool. You ain't got your ring on. You left it at the house? It looks like Rockstar and Lyrica were more than just friends. I can't stand that boy at all sometimes. But anyway, they talking about that. Then he told him that Lyrica and A1 pregnant. So, hey, are you for real? Yeah, boy, he hit it first. You couldn't get it. So it's time for the audition. That's what was gonna happen. Jay Will was sanctioned to audition as Candy. You got this other girl that was in there. You got Brittany that's in there, and Jay Will came dressed like he was about to serve somebody. Like he was a waiter or something like that. I said the little cloth on him, and I was just like, all right, what's going on? Now I know he said he wanted to get up there and he wanted to do himself, but the results is it didn't work the way that he thought it would, okay? Brittany got out there, did what she had to do. Her music is upbeat enough for Pride. When you do, and I have to agree with the judges. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. She was there. That was the girl with the only female judge there. But my whole thing is, somebody wants you to come as something. That's what they're paying for, or that's what they're looking forward to, not as what you want to come as, okay? Now, you brought this on yourself, Jay. The fact that you, the one that made up this alter ego, you the one that probably didn't expect for it to become as popular as it did, but at a certain point, you probably should have been doing both at the same time so that they can both equally become popular. And when it comes to Pride, we're happy, we're festive. We don't want to hear no shade, because we hear it all the time. The stuff that make us think whatever. Pride is that one day that we want to come together and just let our hair down and just have a good time and just dance our ass off and be merry and stuff like that. And that's where the judges was coming from when Jay Will got up there and he started rapping as himself, and it was just so dark, okay? I like the message of the song, but like Ray said, it was meant for another venue, for another event or whatever. Not a Pride event at this moment, okay? And you coming for old boy in the middle who's a choreographer. Who are you? I don't know your name. Okay, it's like you comparing followers and all this stuff. Boy, you just fucked yourself by listening to Monique's, okay? You did this to yourself, and just take the L. Come back as Candy. And I understand the frustration. You trying to get out there as yourself, but this partly is your fault, so take it as a learning experience and, try to do better with it, okay? Try to get Jay Will out there a little bit more at the venues that calls for Jay Will, okay? And like Ray said, we got you on the flyer and all that stuff, Candy on the flyer, so that's what people expect, all right? You should have told them from the offset that this is what you wanted to do, not just be Candy, but, it is what it is. He gonna be all right. Moving on from that, we get the scene with Teairra Marie and what's her face, Paris, meeting up about this whole thing that happened. I was looking at Teairra dressed down, and I said, Akbar brought you all this stuff. I just wanted to know, I had questions or whatever. And once again, for all this stuff that was going on, Paris was calling her out. Like, okay, so you say you're about to do this press conference. You say you're about to sue this man. You say you're taking legal action, but then the videos popping up saying that you still love this man and all this shit. What the hell is really going on? And of course, she's getting frustrated with the questioning and stuff or whatever because things are not adding up. And for this whole review, things have not been adding up for this whole damn situation. And then she was like, where the hell is Nikki at? And I was like, I don't know, okay? Nikki was there for the gossip. Nikki was there for the drama. But when it came down to being there, actually putting the work in and being there as a supportive friend, she wasn't there. That's what she was saying. And I said, true T, that is what it's looking like. And she just hoping that her real friend's going to be there at the press conference giving her support or whatever. I said, we'll see, girl. So it's poker night, and Ray J, Lucci, and Marcus is there, and then they trying to see if A1 gonna show up. A1 do show up, and you know Ray J got his sis sucker suit on and all that shit. Like he professional with it, gentleman with it, but that ain't what it's gonna go down. He trying to figure out because when A1 came up in there, he said what's good to everybody except for Ray J. Ray J tried to get a pound or whatever, and he just dissed him like fuck that, and he was like, why you mad at me? And A1 is 100% correct when he said that Ray J is the one fanning the fire, okay? He is the one fanning the fire. He is the one who is going back and telling people what people are saying, even though they necessarily did not say that, okay? We never truly heard Safari say that he fucked Lyrica. And then he told A1 that Rockstar basically said that he fucked Lyrica too. And that is not what he said. He showed him some text messages, but that did not say that they actually fucked, okay? And so he was like, you can get this brotherly fade or whatever. And Marcus is a little bitch to me, okay? Because no, he ain't do that. You know, you shouldn't be mad at him. It's Safari, it's this and that. Bruh, shut up because you don't see what Ray J is actually doing. He is fanning the fame, so he should be pissed off at him because you wrong, like A1 said, wrong place, wrong time. And he was like, I understand what you're trying to do, but once again, wrong place, wrong time. And when he said you could get this brotherly fade or whatever, and A1 get up like he finna do something, and security come over there to him because, you know, he's good for jumping on something, Ray J calmly took his jacket off and folded that bitch up and placed it down calmly and slowly. That's how I knew one shit finna happen. I said, and y'all talking back and forth. Ray J, you talking all big like you really do something. Bitch, you was in the blood. He talking like he was part of the Bloods for like 15 years and he really beat niggas down, okay? Nigga, you was part of the Bloods for like 2 seconds off a whim. You know what I'm saying? Membership maxed out because, you know, they had your name spelled wrong. And so it was null and void. You know what I'm saying? You not finna do nothing. Ain't nobody scared of you. And A1 ain't nobody scared of you. In that fight, I do think that A1 probably would have beat Ray J ass, but still, ain't nobody scared of neither one of them. And A1 left and all that stuff. And here go Ray J. Yeah, you go home and you go get some rest. I'm gonna let this pass, okay? But Lucci said we gotta face reality because your girl fucked him, okay? That's basically what it is. And I was like, why you ain't get mad at Lucci, A1? And then Marcus said, well, I ain't, you know, Brooke heard the same thing. I've been hearing the same thing. I was like, hearing and actually seeing is 2 different things, okay? That's what a rumor is. You hear stuff, okay? But anyway, it was stupid. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this Love and Hip Hop, and I will see y'all later. Peace.